Because when I already reach at the beach at the dip and I'm like, what you do? You ready?
Ready. Alright, you have to do your thing, beautiful people thing. What's it?
She never been nervous. Alright, welcome beautiful people, it's a girl Miss Sharif here, back with another video. Today's video is going to be how we met video. So it's a video. I'm nervous. You can't jump into it. So basically it's going to be a video like how we met. Let's like a quick video. We're not going to be too long. Just going to tell you that story.
Yes, it's basically a summary because if we were to go into details it would be
too long.
So
well, I mean, if you don't want to find out details, I mean, I can't make one know, but yeah, we're just gonna give another top tier of it, of how we met. So
alright, let me set that part here. So let's jump right into the video.
Alright, go on. You want me to start or you want to start?
Ladies first.
So we met in June 2015, and at that time of my life it was a very rough patch for me. I was going through a lot at that time. So I was a single mom, just got divorced. For those who don't know, I was married before Rashid came in the picture. And I just got divorced like probably a year before. So it was just me and TJ bouncing it on my one salary. So at the end of the month, I had to pay rent, school fee, and a car note because I had a car from the bank. So I had all those things to do. And the salary wasn't much. So it was me alone. So every month I would just have to pay those things and I would just be left with whatever, and whatever I would be left with at the end of the month had to work. So at this day, you know, it was June the 14th. This was a Sunday. I had New York flight. So the flight checks in at 3. So I usually sleep before I have the flight because it's a 4-hour flight. So I was sleeping and usually my mom would keep TJ for me when I have an overnight. However, on this specific day, she couldn't keep him because something came up with her and I had to understand, because regardless of her being grandma, she have her life too and stuff goes on in her life too. So anyways, me have to call out the troops them. I had to call my best friend Tomoya and my friend Chantel for help because I didn't have anybody to keep TJ at the time and the time was running down. So I called Tomoya and I said, yo Tommy, and I explained the situation to her. Big up Tomoya, like she always come through, like no matter what. And then, so I called Tomoya and I say, yo Tommy, this is what going on. And then she understands, she said, yeah man, I'll do it. So that was June 15 coming back. And I needed to work that flight because coming back on that day was a holiday, so I'd make extra money. So I couldn't call out sick when the whole situation happened like the day before. Tomoya was to keep TJ for me in the day and then give Chantel TJ in the night for Chantel to keep him overnight for me. So I called Chantel, them time I left to call Chantel and tell her no name, just make plans with Tomoya first. Call Chantel, say Chantel, yo, this is how we're going. Chantel say, yeah man, anything. So anyways, end up getting ready for work, head to work. TJ was with Tomoya up until like 6 o'clock and then Chantel had him like from 6 till the next morning at my house. So she was staying with TJ at my house. So TJ was good basically. So, and if you guys hear noise in the background, we're washing, so that's where all that noise is coming from. And the kids are here as well, so yeah. So anyways, now I'm gonna work now, so I'm well upset now. Cause I'm like, yo, like what am I gonna do? What if mommy can't always be there? I need something, I need some kind of stability with TJ and I can't manage it for my own and whatever. So gotta work well upset now and then reach at New York overnight, come back at work. So the next morning I had already told my friend Morris, because it was him and my friend Ashwani that I was working the flight with. So I basically told him what had happened and say, yo, we need some help, like we need to figure out what we're gonna do going forward with TJ. And I say, yo, you're gonna figure it out man, just don't worry about it, God always make a way kind of vibe. Morris knew the situation, so I said to Morris, like, more work in a business class because it was an empty flight, there was only 30 people and there was no persons in business class coming back to Cayman. Sometimes I'm more work business class, so I'm not have to deal with nobody because my frame of mind wasn't there for that day. We just make Rashid jump in right here, so.
Yeah man, stick up it.
Stick up it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you back 2 weeks.
Yeah, about that.
I had a flight booked to go to New York.
Yeah.
So I go visit my mommy, you know, and I somewhat feel like me And love on meeting was some kind of divine
Intervention.
Like, yeah, man. I think God
had a hand in it, yeah. The whole
yeah.
never have hand. They have the whole body in it.
Yeah, man. Hand,
yeah.
foot.
Everybody.
Yeah. So on a serious note, I'm at the airport, check in, sit down, waiting on the flight to start boarding. Then I suddenly realized my fish. I had a little
Pet fish.
pet fish, just one fish at home. I made arrangement to drop him off at my coworker house, but for some reason I never remember. So this was like half hour before the flight, so I thought I could run home.
Man, check in already, you know,
Yeah,
bag well
check-in,
gone through,
bag
back and
gone
everything, and just remember about fish.
She done well bushed, you know.
Yeah.
First time this way I got New York.
Yeah, yes, I'm
Yes,
first. No, the first time I go states in general.
Well, yeah.
So you're well
First time
excited.
I got big foreign.
Yeah.
So, well excited. And sit down there. So I decided, you know, we can run home quickly because I live Oakville Street for the person who know.
Yeah, so for those people that came on, you know how close Windsor Park is to the airport. It's like 5-minute drive, not much.
Alright, I gotta just quickly drive home and come back. So drive home, get the fish, drop it off, come back. Go back through the checkpoint at the airport and go back and sit down. And India still look full, so I think, okay, good, flight no leave. After about half hour, I'm like, no man.
Bear in mind, you know, New York flight usually leave like 3:30. So my man just come back about 4:15. And them was there.
After I'm sitting down there for a good while, I'm like, yo, no man, this not look right. So I see one of the flight attendants going, oh no, the one that will check the bag.
Like I forget what you call them, but I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So
the customer service agent.
Exactly.
Them.
So I call one of the ladies and I say, New York flight start boarding yet? She looked at me and she like, no tell me you need a rush, you didn't know. So I'm like, yeah man. She like, Lord have mercy. They've been calling you all afternoon. Where were you? I'm like, I don't run go back home for something. I never really wanted her to say it's a fish.
Because at this point, you know, flight done gone, flight probably reach all of Cuba. You understand? So you know you have to go pay for your new ticket now.
So the lady like, hey, they take off your bags, so go back at the counter, collect your bags and you can make arrangement. Went back to the counter, collect the bags, tell the lady at the counter, and tell her, say, yo, it's because I'm a fish. I want to go back home. And she's like, you go back home for $1-2 fish?
That woman there was an animal lady, come and know someone want to put him on the flight.
And she like, anyway, she go back in the back, she come back, she said, talk to my supervisor, I'm going to put you on the flight for tomorrow. There won't be a cost to change the ticket. So that started out good. Then she like, you're supposed to come back Sunday, the 14th. Like how you miss a day now, you want me to just change it and put it to come back the Monday, which is a public holiday? And I wasn't working that week, so I thought, yeah man.
And the thing is with this, if he had never came back on the Monday, because remember I went up on the Sunday, you know. So if he never come back, if he had came back on the Sunday, which he was originally supposed to come, wouldn't be done at all. Nothing wouldn't.
Probably would never meet.
You understand?
I would walk past her faster, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's how I think God actually played it out. Where I actually go home, miss the flight, and then come back a day later and meet her on the flight.
So the flight aboard now, so Mari said the business class empty, so I'm gonna get the business class to myself to do whatever I want to do, right? Flight finish board, I'm gonna see this guy sit down in a business class. So I go to Mari and I say, oh, you know, to me say business class, your business class empty. He say, yeah, but the brother I'm putting down, my friend I'm play football with. So I say, yeah, but that's another business because my friend of mine not really dead for deal with nobody today. So yeah, I understand, but I'm a friend, so you have to go deal with it. So I'm like, alright then cool, because he's my senior, so I have to do basically what him said. So the flight finished board now, time for service. So I went to him, it was him in business class. I went to him and I said, good morning, we have omelette and French toast. Which one would you like? And he said, alright, I'll try the French toast. And I said, okay, and would you like anything to drink? He said, water. And I said, alright, I'll get you the water. Went back now, got him everything. I gave him the fruits first. He ate the fruits and I went back and then I brought out the French toast for him. So then I gave him the French toast and then went to the back.
And some yogurt. And
some yogurt, yeah. And he ate the yogurt as well. So I gave him the French toast and went to the back. So when I went to the back, I was like, Morris, him alright, man, him not talking. I say, yeah, him's a quiet. him quiet, him not really talk or anything, so him shouldn't be an issue. So I'm saying, alright, that's cool. So anyways, I go back now. So I'm go back now, I say him not eat the French toast or nothing at all out of the plate. So I said to him, so I said, sir, is everything okay? Was the breakfast okay? He said, he look on the plate, then look at me, and he's like, I don't eat pork. And I'm like, bear in mind, I already have a bad morning in my cup with the foolishness this morning. You know? So I just take up the plate. So I just take up the plate, and I'm like, okay.
No.
So why?
She grab up the plate, and be like, okay. Bear in mind, I never know a French toast come with bacon. I just think French toast is bread. And probably get an egg with it or something.
Bear in mind, man just have got big friends. You have to see with it.
No, they come from big friends.
Yeah, exactly. So you should have known them, some of them know.
What about the French toast up there?
And then you say you had a big breakfast.
Not big, I had something with my mommy before.
So you never did really hungry. No. Exactly. So anyway, you know me well upset, I'm like, yo. So I take the plate from him and I go, I never fling it in, I just push it in the oven and it makes some baganas and the plate drop and pushing in the box.
No. So the lady take the plate from me, the tray, and she go around the corner and she just fling it down. I mean, everything just slip down. I mean, like, yo, why did them send this mad woman this morning for coming here? And anyway, but from when me she fling the plate pan,
yeah.
Alright, I just want to go my yard. That's it, guys. I'm not too used to the flying thing, you know. So
exactly. So anyway, I go back to him and I say, would you like anything else? And him like, no. Just like that. He's like, no, I'm good.
No, not from me.
So me, in my mind, went and him said it to me. Alright then. So anyways, we got back again and explained to Maurice what happened and when they like the pork and whatever. So Maurice like, go on back at the front. And then my friend Ashadi, we went to school together, big up Ashadi. He was like, you know what, man, go talk to him and get to know him, man. Him look nice. I said, no, not him. Definitely not him. I'm going to come back at the front now. Come back, I'm sit down to the side. Oh, you don't think the same thing, though?
Right, I'm telling you what I think.
So anyway, so I come back now to the front, I'm sit down and just there on my phone, then him like kind of signal me because me just there on my phone like look through the window like my head straight, I have nothing to do with him because I'm done serving already. So my thing is, yeah, you're done. So anyway, he signaled me and he's like, you know where we reached now? I'm gonna say, I don't know, but I can find out. So I went to the captain now and I asked him where we were and the captain said Georgia. Came back and told him where we were, and then that kind of like sparked a conversation. We started talking back and forth, and then like he started to explain like how long he been in Cayman and where he came from in Jamaica and what him like for do and whatever. And then he started asking me questions. So then me start explaining to him, and you know me, I got through my little something, so you know, so somebody finally asked you what go on, so everything just start pour. Without giving him too much details, he kind of understood what was going on. So then he's like, oh, so that's why it's so pissed off this morning. I'm gonna say, yeah. He said, yeah, but still, you know, I understand, but trying to push it up on everybody. And I'm like, yeah. And then we just did the talk, and him like, him asked me what like for do and kayaking and. Yeah,
because at that point we used to go kayaking on 7 Mile Beach on the weekends. So I asked her, I say, yo, what you do for fun? She like, nothing, you know, because we have a son.
Yeah, and TJ they take up most of my time
you
and
know,
stuff.
That kind of limit me as to what I can do. Like, I don't really go out much again and stuff.
I'm gonna make sure I make him know, like, I have a child, like.
I'm a good style, like.
So, yeah. And then no, so we did the talking, and then he's like, okay, so like how you not do kayaking, what else? And I said, well, my birthday is coming up, and then he's like, okay, so what are you doing for your birthday? My birthday is June 25th. So then he's like, what are you doing for your birthday? And I said, I have nothing planned. As I said, I have my son, and most of the times if he's with me, I really don't do anything really. And he's like, so you wanna do something for your birthday? I said, I'm not sure. And I kinda like shut it down right there. I'm like,
yeah man, just like, you know, as a man in that position now, you start a conversation and you're like, you don't want it to get awkward where, you know, like you sit down and then the silence again, and so
yeah,
we try
so
to continue the, you know, the conversation. And I asked her if she want to come kayaking, and she's like, you know, I never tried yet, so that probably would be nice. And so we said, all right, give me a number, and when I go back, we call her.
yeah, so I put the number in her phone. I never.
No, first she said no. She will take my number. So I say, yo, what that go work?
Medicine no.
Yeah, man, they said no. Or you say, no, let me take your number.
Something so.
And then I said, no, just give me yours, guys. When I go kayaking, me make it know. And she put her number on the phone.
Yeah.
And
then the flight land. I say, yeah, alright, bye. Yeah, alright, bye. That's it. And I think me they ask if you have ride and then him say, I'm going to get taxi. I'm like...
Yeah, she asked me if I have, she said, so you have a ride or something like that, and I said, no, ma'am, I just jump on the cab.
Yeah, so and that was that. So that is the first time we met and how we met basically. And then like after that, no, he contacted me like I think the next like 2 days after and said, hey, this is Rashid, and I was like, that's why he might text me for. And then we text him and I said hi, and then he's like, so was everything good? I'm saying I'm good, and it's kind of like just be a one drop answer, cause you know like we might text me for. And then like the following week, not the following week, but like the Monday before my birthday, because my birthday was a Wednesday, I saw.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it was the Wednesday.
That weekend, me and my landlord did a reason. And me I tell him about the girl on the flight, miserable woman, and now she fling down the something and he said, maybe she just want a man. And my encouragement, I say, yo, call her. I say, yo, she give her number. No man, text her man. And I tell him about the birthday and thing, and I say, yo, no man, call the woman. Ask her, tell her say you want to go dinner. Take her to dinner for her birthday. And go to town and buy something nice for her, man. Go in a Victoria's Secret. buy something. And I just like that in talk. Just go on a town to buy something for her.
Yeah.
Because I have to advise you, I have to guide her. Yeah man, don't be. Big up yourself, man.
The Monday he called me and then he's like, do you want to go somewhere for your birthday? Because your birthday coming up. Did you end up planning something? And I said, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm fine. He said, no, man, I think you should really go somewhere. You want to go dinner or movies or something? And I said, I'll get back to you. But at that time, I said, yo, I never get them little things, nice things that yet. Some I'm like, geez, I'm this different. So I call Tommy and I say, yo, Tommy, him call me, you know, remember the boy me that tell you about? She said, yeah, him call you, the big head one. Yeah. But I'm my big head though, I love the big head now. But anyway, something like the big head one, when I tell you about the flash, she said, yeah, what? And when him say, him ask me if I want to go dinner. She said, yeah, girl, go on, you're single, like, you're not, go on, go enjoy yourself. Like, you want TJ all the time to go on out to enjoy yourself. So I'm like, alright, not to call her back. So then I call Chantel. Chantel is like, could be my mommy. She's like my mommy. Big up Chantel too, because Chantel always come through. So I call Chantel and say, yo, Chantel, I'm tell her about him too, so she know who me I talk about. I'm say, Chantel, what do you think? She say, yeah, go on, you never know. It might end up be your husband. Same so Chantel say it. And I was like, alright then, cool. And I'm gonna call my next friend Sarah now. Sarah is like, yeah. Go ahead, it's fine. Enjoy yourself. So all three of them were like, enjoy yourself. So I'm like, alright, cool. So I'm gonna call him back now. I'm gonna say, sure, I'll go to dinner. He's like, alright then, where do you want to go? So then I'm like, alright, I'll let you know later where I want to go. So I'm gonna call Tamaya and I said, Tamaya, where do you think we should go? She said, you know, you can try Copper Falls because you like steak so much, so you should try Copper Falls. I said, yeah, you know, so that was nice. She said, yeah, it's very nice and very romantic. So I said, alright, cool. So I called him back and I said, you know, we can try Copper Falls. It's one of my favorite restaurants. So we can lie right there because we can't make it know him know, so I never got him something before. So it's one of my favorite restaurants and because I love steak and whatever. So he's like, okay, cool. What time? I'm going to say 8 o'clock. I'm saying, alright, would you like me to pick you up or would you like to pick me up? And I said, no, I'll pick you up. Because you me want to show off. I tell him someone want to pick him up. Anyway, end up late for go pick him up. Reach here like 8:15. Reach at man yard. Sunroof open. Music a blast. Bear in mind that this, he don't even know nothing about me. I'm gonna come at yard with this entrance. Exactly. And he's just there sitting on the wall. Look nice. Well buttoned up shirt and thing and look nice. And him like, when I pull up, this was his face expression.
Yeah, well, she pull up on me yard with her sunroof open, windows down.
In the night, you know?
In the night, music a blast, and she play a cartel. When my rifle be, I'm gonna come pick you up for God. We go on a dinner date. And she roll up on the gate. When my rifle be,
no, you get
so
feared immediately.
Just imagine, just picture what me I think. I'm like, yo. That's why I tell the people, I don't want to carry that woman, I go you know. That may I think the man are forced to carry the woman.
So anyway, coming out the car now and him coming out the car, he's sitting in the car, I'm sitting up straight, not even lean back and I see him just sitting up straight. So I'm there, and I said to him, say, yo, sit back, relax. He said, no, man, I'm good. I'm saying, I'm good. I'm like, no, man, you can't sit back. He said, no, I'm good. So the whole time him did it, him unfold so. And he look at me like this. Like he look on the road and look at me. But the reason why he go because me I shot him on the road.
Like a maniac, man.
Coming in late.
I mean, and then she hung the horn for everybody, and I'm like, no man, that woman, man. This is a mistake.
So anyway, now we are driving now, I'm like, yo, the car up Tiptronic, you know, and Rashid is like,
one name so. Someone say one name so. You know, I think the man we can shift it, you're like, oh, no, you have to tell me that first.
yeah, it can be a show off and things that are impressive. You understand? So reach a dinner now, dinner was nice. I didn't want to order anything out of any range or anything, so I brought my own money and everything. And he's like, you know, it's your birthday, like enjoy yourself, pick anything you want. Even though he said that, I still chose the cheapest thing on there, which was still nice, but I still chose the cheapest thing. And you know, he paid for the bill. I'm like, so anyway, you know, so I was like, oh, that is nice, he's such a gentleman. So anyways, he ordered a cake with a candle in it for me, and they brought it out. I was like, oh, this is nice. Mommy sort of part on when time I pick him up at my house, and they give me a bag.
Yeah,
with something in it. I didn't know if there was anything in. I didn't know what was in it, but he gave me a bag. But I kind of was like, I wonder what in the bag, because where I work was a jewelry, was Victoria's Secret and MAC. So it's like perfume and everything sell there. So the bag was that bag. So I was like wondering, so if this boy go buy panty or some kind of perfume or something away in the pan. So that's what my thought was. So back to where we were. So dinner finished now, and I said to him, alright, would you like to take a walk on the beach? Because I wanted to get to know him better, right? But in a field mind at that time, you know, if something go off and say ding, 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 I don't know what go off in a field mind.
Oh, you know something go off in a
because when I already reach at the beach at the dip, I'm like, what you do? I remember.
I never saw me do it, man.
What you do then? I'm like, what you do? And he's like, what you mean by what me I do? I say, hello. Pause right there. So I just come back on the beach to get to know him. Nothing never did go on.
Yeah,
so right there, so that they just
really,
like.
I don't really walk on beach like that. Forget to know people.
Give me the wrong impression.
Yeah,
no.
she give me the wrong impression. Dinner done in your belly full. She told me, said, not pitch black night. Come on, take a walk on the beach. I'm excited.
So that was our first dinner. Then we did went kayaking like 2 weeks later and stuff, and you know he started to come around. He met TJ like I think like a few weeks after that, because obviously he started to come around. So my son was there, and I wasn't gonna hide my child from nobody. And him coming around now, as I said, stuff was hard.
She explained to me how difficult things was, but until you see it for yourself, like. You know, you sit down and you look and you realize that the water fountain don't really have no water in it. And when TJ gonna open the fridge and you take a little glimpse, you realize that it's just some Capri Sun in there for TJ or something.
Everything in there for
so,
TJ.
You know,
in the cupboard they have chips and them stuff for TJ. Everything was there.
Then you realize, alright, so as a single mother, you kind of know the single mother thing of growing up. A lot of people grow up with single mother.
And it's not like I didn't have help enough from mommy or anything. It's just that I chose to do that on my own. Like it wasn't her responsibility for decisions that I made, if you understand where I'm coming from.
Even at that point, we still never really like each other.
Man,
you know, we're kind of like I was here
yeah.
alone, right? So the company was good because you know we don't really have no money for bridging. Apart from football, we go play and know some people and work. Outside of that, I don't know nobody.
Yeah.
That came on by myself, and so the company was good. But like we said, I really like the girl here. It was never there.
It was not there.
Weeks and stuff after. But then we kind of start, you know, admiring. Some qualities about her, and like she never had much, but still she never asked for anything, and that was one of the biggest, or that was one of the most important things. We kind of switched things eventually.
Yeah.
Right? So she never, she come when she come to the house. If I have money put on or whatever, she'll never take it up. She'll never say, hey, buy me this or buy me that. I feel like really forced. Like me go by her house and realize, like you know. She don't have stuff. And I say, hey, you know more go Foster's, you can follow me? And she's like, okay, I'm going to
Foster's is a supermarket here in Cayman. It's like, yeah.
And we go to the supermarket and pick up some stuff. I'm like,
and even then, even then.
And she's like, no man, we're good. And I said, okay, man, let's take up 2 water and get one. And
And then he literally had to say to me, you know, you can pick up some stuff, right? I'm like, alright then. I mean, honestly, I wanted it. Actually, not want, I needed it, but I wasn't, my independence just wouldn't give. You understand? So, pride. So then, so that was 1, 2. And then now one day I go and I'm out and I'm stand up outside and look at my car. I'm like, and him saying, as to say, you know, say you can get in an accident with your tire and look like that. And I said, look like what? Him saying, as he said, where did say show? The thread or the wire or whatever is showing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it sorted out. But at the time I couldn't deal with that right now. I had other stuff to deal with. So I just couldn't deal with it at that point, you know? And then he's like,
yeah, my landlord, he was there again, and he was like, yo, get her off of the money for buy the tire.
Not in my presence though.
Yeah,
he said it when I left.
And he must say, get her off buy the tire since she had come around and think. And I must say, a good girl now, a long time I know her. Because eventually when he meet her, I'm like,
oh, I know her.
She used to come next door, come home or here or something like that. And a good girl, man, she just want, you know, calm down a little, quiet down. No, he said, quiet down a little.
Yo, I'm still low. No, listen.
She just want quiet down a little, and you have a nice girl, man. Get me that some of them friend though, she have quiet her down. Nice woman. I'm like, alright, boss. So, me never give her half of the money, me never give her all of the money. Well, force her to take the money. She refused to take the money. And because she have the little youth to drive around in the car and thing, me like, yo, if I can afford to do it, I go do it.
I could afford to do it.
And at the same time, I don't want things say, yo, me, in the back of my mind, I don't want she get the impression like, yo, I can yam out that money, you know.
Yeah.
So me kind of iffy, but she never come across like that any at all, so I kind of feel comfortable enough just giving her the money for change the tires.
Yeah, so we end up changing tires, and then, you know, we start come round, and eventually now, one night, there was a party at Tamoya's house, and I just want to go test him to see where I'm there on, and you know, he used to try some little things, and I used to be like, what you do? Like, yo, back off in a sense, and he would back off, but then we just always do some foolishness too, so I was to blame.
Yeah,
so anyway,
she kind of lead you on, like she would ask, she would tell us, hey, when you listen to that song, you listen to the words, right? And you start listening to the song, and the song what she plays, what is the song? Some song about where you want it to be and stuff like that. So you, like, I get the impression like, yo, that's you want. And then when you reach home, you say, I'm give you what you want. She's like, yo.
where the part?
You see me? So she kind of lead you on, and then, which they kind of get annoying. And at one point, maybe tell her to go yard and come back. See, the night when she come from the same party.
So I got him house because where he lived was like literally like 2 minutes from Tamoya, so I used to just pop over whenever I went to Tamoya's house. So then I was like, you know, it was like after 2 in the morning. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pass by and see if I'm there. But that for me, at this point, I was like, I want to see if him have no woman. You understand? So I went around there. And him obviously him opened the door and said, alright, come in and stuff. And him sit up on the couch. And I did I never remember what we did completely.
Well, she come in and she have on this white shorts.
One short.
And white
stop wearing short.
And she sit down and me like, yeah man, this is like 2 o'clock in the morning. She wake up out of bed. And she chat like, oh, she tell me about her party. She go to my party and blah. She and Tamoya then go party or something like that. And you know, so I sit down on the sofa beside her, put me on her shoulder, she take it off. And put me on her shoulder again and she like take it off. And she shuffle down a little. So I say, yo, you don't know where you really dep on. Just go on there.
She go me out of the house.
Come out of my house.
Come out and don't come back.
And don't come back. And she like, okay, and she left.
So then the next morning now, I text him and I tell him say, I text him and I tell him I'm sick and I got me yard. I text him, I never wait on him to read it and I'm just text him and then turn off my phone. So then come on my yard, me just bang 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 on my door now, I'm gonna open the door him. Yo, you mean to tell me say you're sick and you decide to come my yard and look how close me reach live at the hospital, you couldn't come to my yard and me like, you know.
No, because the thing is, she'll leave from the airport. She'll leave from the airport, past my yard, past the hospital and then go off your yard. And then I text me and tell me that she's sick. So I'm going to go around there and cuss her, to me.
Even though I remember me last night, you know, but
no,
anyway.
Still, you know.
It just start like me.
Yeah, but it kind of start like her.
And then it just start like him too. We did loud and he did quiet.
Yeah.
He was more reserved and I'm like very outspoken and very outgoing.
Yeah, and then she will pull up sometime like in the evening she leave work and she will pull up with like a 1, 3, 4 girl in the car and music a blast and thing. And that's never really my speed, isn't it? But I must say, yo, she really...
Make a treat. Not a 360, I was thinking a 360, because 360 go right around. So 180. Yeah. Like a 180 turn. But I give God thanks for all of that. Anyways, no, so Tamaya was going on an internship in Germany. So she was keeping a party. So I texted her and I told him, say, hey, me at Tamaya party. So he knew where I was and stuff. At this time, we're still like, I wouldn't even say we never there. We just did that.
Never did.
We that talk still. So we never there. So anyway, so they're party now. So the party finished like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna text him and say, alright, man, I head home now. Since alright, cool. When you reach home, call me. So when we reach home now, we start watch Supernatural again. And then I talk about Supernatural and I say, say you can't come through still enough. Tap on the phone, we can sit down and watch it together. And he said, no, man, I'm not gonna come through, man. It's too late now. So anyways, we did have conversation, and then hear boom, boom, boom from the front door. When we open the door, he's got the door.
Man, from she called me and said to me, say, you can pass through. I get up and start putting on my clothes. I'm up on the phone up on speaker, and I drive phone up on speaker.
And then people tell me same leaving out. And at this time, TJ, I had already sent TJ to Jamaica because as I said, I could not manage with TJ on my own. I mean, I got asked a man to do nothing for my child. You understand? So I sent TJ back down to his father, for his father to keep him until I could find some kind of stability. So anyways, he come through now. I went there to watch a couple episodes of Supernatural and then I go sleep, I got my bed, we never do nothing. So he was like all frustrated. The whole night, the man kissing teeth the whole night.
No, I never kiss my teeth. The whole night, she said to me, you can come on the bed and lay down and get comfortable. And me vex now and come and say, yo, this is the same thing I got my game. I make up my mind say, yo, this time, I'm going to come back around here, I'm going to talk to her, I'm going to delete her.
I'm just done, yeah.
And she lay down on the bed. And she fall asleep same time. As soon as she says she can sleep, she fall asleep.
And I see him, so I'm still doing it.
I lay down, fold my hand and lay down on my back and I'm looking at the ceiling and the fan. This was like maybe 4 o'clock by then. And I lay down like that until daylight.
You never sleep? Why?
Yeah, the people here, you know. First thing, I don't know if you have the man who are come in or... Remember, when I used to go woman here, go sleep. You see, but that's not my thing. Woman used to come at my yard. So, me then I can't sleep. I look, which window easier to go through or map out the place.
So that was that moment. So that moment did happen at that time.
Yeah man, in the morning when I wake up, I don't know if she probably smell the rat or something. So anyway, we're not really going into much details, but
it did go on.
Yeah man, things
it did go on with things.
Yeah, and I make up for all of the other time that we miss out. Make up for man.
I never flap at all. It did proper.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I did proper for sure.
So yeah, so that is how we met and how we ended up getting together. And then from there, it was up from there. I mean...
It was up. Alright, from that morning, I don't think she sleep back in our house.
That's just a lie, Rashid. I sleep about probably 2 more times and then why?
I tell you, the following, that was Saturday morning. Monday morning, she tell her I go work and she say, she coming home like 11 or something like that. I don't know.
And then
which
he
said,
said,
I said to her, so you can stop by my house then? And she's like,
because you had work late that day, not true?
So I say, you can stop by the house.
Flight,
so like, she like, yeah, oh, she go in. I'm like, I just leave the door open.
I went into that to me, you know me, go in and I start. Make the place homely, spread the bed, place spray up and nice. So when he came back, I had made dinner and all that stuff. And then he came and...
Yeah, man, come in and I say, yeah, wife material.
Yeah.
She makes some changes, like she she shines some more light in the room because when they have the room a certain way,
yeah,
kind of block the window.
I make the place home.
She brighten up the place, a woman's touch.
So yeah, so that was that, and then eventually we started dating, started doing more things together, and then TJ came back up, so he got to spend more time with TJ, and that kind of got me to see how he was as a parent as well, because he doesn't have any kids outside of our marriage or anything. So that moment when TJ came back, it kind of showed me him as a parent.
I don't have any kids outside the marriage that we know.
That not funny,
So this
So anyway, yes, I got a chance to see see how he was with my son, and I was like, that was just it for me. Like, I was like, wow, like, he was, listen, the way how he treats TJ, if you don't know that TJ is his child, he's not his child, you would never know. Because he doesn't treat him no different from how he even treats Genesis now. So in our relationship, before TJ came back, after TJ came back, it was like TJ. So we were never alone as a couple after TJ came back from Jamaica. So we're like by ourselves for like a good like 9 months.
Yes. Some months.
And then after that TJ came in the picture back. So then it was always me, him and TJ. And then, you know, Genesis came along and now we're at where we're at, and like, yo, you can't give thanks to nobody but God. Trust me, all.
You know,
like,
somewhere in between that we got engaged, which is kinda.
Oh yeah, the engagement. Oh, let me talk about that like real quick. So let me just talk about the engagement real quick while we're on the topic. So anyways, I was at work, a Kingston flight. So, you know, Kingston to Cayman, 45 minutes. So when I landed in Jamaica, he called me. He said, Lovon, TJ, I've bombed it. I need you to come back as soon as possible. I said, Rashid, I'll leave Kingston now, so me tell the captain, so the captain can get more to fight quicker. He said, alright, just let me know when you land. Right? So I'm like, alright, cool. So when I landed, I text him, because usually when we're on approach, messages, they can't start sending you messages. So I'm text him before I go sit down. So the message, as soon as I come in, I came on airspace, the message went through. So then whatever he was planning, he was already doing. So I'm like, alright, sure, I'll land now, so how long should I take to come out? So I'm say, yo, I just land. So I'm call him and I say, alright then, cool. Let me know when you come out. So I say, alright, cool. So the flight done board, deboard now. So when I was going through customs now, I call him and say, I go through customs now, but in your kind of full. He say, alright, cool. I'm outside the way for you. So I say, alright, cool. And then when we go through the 2 front door, then this is what happened.
Da da da. Da da da. Walk the one. Walk the way. Walk one.
Like Rashid had surgery, you know, like how long before that?
I had surgery on my knee like, no man, it's like 2-3 weeks, because the first couple of weeks it's rough.
No man, you didn't have it for, I guess you had it for like a month before. Let's just say he had a surgery a month before on his knee, and when you saw what he did, and I was like, for me.
Yeah. So once you're on the flight, we just link up on 2 more soldiers and say, yo.
Tamaya was there, mommy was there, TJ was there, my brother and sister was there, everybody that.
At the time, I was so excited that it was like, I never get the chance to call some other people who should have been there.
Yeah.
I know should have, wanted to be there. But
trust me, it was so beautiful, and so even though it was in such a short space, because it wasn't something that was planned, it was so beautiful, and that video went viral. Yeah, it went viral. I don't know if anybody saw it, but it went viral. But yeah, so in a nutshell, that is us. This is us now. And yeah, and even with my starting on YouTube, it was instigated by Rashida as well. Rashida, yo, you should go on YouTube because I have the charisma and everything. And that video that you see me posted 4 years ago on my YouTube channel, that was in the apartment that we were living in, and now we have our own house, and this is where we're at. How many years later? 6 years?
Some more picnic for fully.
No, that's not right now. Take that off of your mind.
Anyway, so, guys, that's how we met.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Yeah. And you'll see more of Rashid on the channel. A few people were asking, people that don't know Rashid were saying, where's your husband? I know you always say you have your husband is or your husband not. Here is my husband now, so you get a chance to kind of see. Him. And for those that know Rashid was saying, yo, where Rashid there? So here's Rashid now. So this is not the last of him, guys. You're gonna see him again on the channel. But
I'm always here. I'm always behind the camera, holding the children,
And that is why I do so much
Cover the
voiceovers, because most times I'm not alone and they're in the other room or in the living room and you can hear them if we should do a voiceover, as you can probably hear now. So until my next video, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your best friend, everybody, the aunts them, everybody, and just subscribe, join this family. There is more to come.
Help this channel grow. You know, it's for a good cause.
Until next time, bless up yourself and God bless. Bye bye. Ready. Alright. Go on now, ready?